Well, as you know, we are talking about various designs towards of language curriculum development. So previously we looked at forward, central, and backward designs. So within these designs, we need to look at some more designs. So now we will see subject-centered design of language curriculum development, and it's important to have an understanding of this specific design because as teachers or as language curriculum planners, it's important for us to know what sort of curriculum we are employing and how this curriculum is influenced by which approach, right? So subject-centered design actually is very much seen as content-based design, where the main focus of acquiring language is the textbooks or is the so the main focus of subject-centered design is not to teach language separately or explicitly, rather to teach language, I mean English language, to subjects, right? So within subject-centered designs, students are required to gain mastery of uh, the subject matter, right? And it's assumed that the students will learn the language themselves once they are involved in learning the subject matter. So as I said before, like there is no explicit teaching of the language. I mean, students are not explicitly told about the pedagogical grammar or the functional use of a specific word in order to learn the language. And there are various sources from where the content of subject-centered designs come from. Well, primarily it could be science subjects or history subjects or geography subjects. So there are a range of sources where which inform subject-centered designs, right? And well, uh, the reason why subject-centered design is advocated good for language curriculum development is that actually text provides uh, an efficient way or provides a substantive gateway of language input where the students can have where the students could be immersed into language learning through various texts or through various subjects of or various topics of different subjects, right? So there are various advantages of subject-centered design. So one of them is uh, since we could have a choice to choose materials from different subjects, I mean history or science. So we could choose those texts which are originally written by the native speakers. I mean the authentic texts. So it allows the teachers to utilize texts which are written by the native speakers of English language. Another is since it's the sources are I mean various, so it could be motivating. For example, if the students are sort of feel boring with historical content, they could be exposed to the geography content. So this is how it could be motivating for the students. And thirdly, uh, it helps not only learn the subject matter, but also learn some values for which the students are actually supposed to attend the school. So there are various limitations of subject-centered design. So I will briefly go through these ones. Like since subject-centered designs, are considered to offer substantial amount of input to the students for language learning. So what would I mean? It's argued that it's criticized like it, it is unlikely to provide grammatical and sociolinguistic accuracy to the students. So, for example, the students learning through subject-centered designs may not be proficient in sociocultural features of language understanding. They may not be able to understand various functions of the grammar. So, subject-centered design is an important one, and it's entirely up to us. I mean, and once we are, for example, teaching in a school, so this brief discussion about subject-centered design will help us what sort of curriculum we are teaching, whether it's subject-centered or learner-centered.